Hey, folks, this is made a day or so after I made that announcement video, and I'm aware that I said I wouldn't make another Smokey and Juno video, or that I won't hold the holster, and even though I said I wouldn't make it, I want to make this video because I want to have some peace of all this, because after all this, I got really stressed about it. I got sad. I got disturbed. I felt a lot of pain after this. Before, I didn't really feel that much, but this is the first time in my life that it actually hit me hard. Although, I won't be the one to say that, oh, you should flame Smokey, or oh, Smokey is in the right. I'm not going to make that claim, nor will I defend Smokey, because there's a really big issue that I really have with this. It's a fact that Smokey not too long ago said something horrible, and I'm aware that people, when they're very tempered, they can say some very awful things, but this is one thing that you should never say to anyone. So, I said something briefly in my previous video, my announcement video, that she said something horrible, but that horrible thing that she said was back when she was 22 and another person by the name of Luna was 16, and then Smokey told her to... Smokey threatened to end her, or threatened to end herself. Luna. She said that to Luna, that she basically threatened to hurt Luna, and that made me really mad. Really mad. It made me stressed, honestly, because I've met people who were very, very self-harming, and then when Luna told me that she cut herself a few times, that really disturbed me. It honestly made me very not sleepy that night, and I honestly got very hurt by this, because even though I knew Smokey for like a couple of weeks in 2 videos or so, it actually hurt me. I'm really not. I'm not trying to cry. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. I just wanted to forgive Smokey. I want to clear her name. I wanted to see some hope, the light in the tunnel for her. I wanted to say that, oh, Smokey was manipulated by Juno the whole time. And although there was some evidence she gave me, I will show it later, that she was being very well manipulated by Juno. I'm still disturbed that the fact that she said that to a minor, and she was 22 years old, and even if she didn't know who or what Luna's name was, that's still messed up. How can you say that to someone? And I heard Luna was going some hard times back then. And then I don't know how it would feel if someone said that to me, because I went through a depression as well. I honestly was sitting in a lonely room for like 2 or 3 years, because honestly I was very scared of people. And if someone from the internet just told me that, it would hurt me. And Luna, if you're potentially watching this or listening to my video, I really hope you're doing better, because I can't imagine what that must have felt to be in a position where you're very down in your life and then someone just says that to you. Even though Smokey was heated, you should never say that to someone. Even when I get really mad, I don't say that to someone. Sure, I might say some cuss words and say why I beat you up or whatever. I wouldn't say that I would end a person. It's just very messed up. But anyways, I just hope that Smokey realized that regardless of Juno, she did some bad things on her own. And she even followed Juno. Because when she did that to Vamp, that was very dirty. Like, didn't you know the full extent of what might happen if Vamp got caught that she was lying the whole time? And of course, she would get backlash, and how would that make you feel? It would make you feel horrible. If that ever happened to me, where someone asked me, "Hey, can you ask your friend to make a false accusation?" I wouldn't do that. No matter if the person that asked me was my friend, I would never do another friend dirty like that. But, anyways, moving on. I also want to express how I felt during the Neko live stream where I revealed it all. I was, when I got the Luna text, I had no idea what to do with it. I didn't know if I should include that in my next video. I didn't know if I should even make the video about Smokey. And here I am now. But when I was in that live stream with Nico, I heard she was explaining some stuff with about Smokey and Juno, I believe. And then everything was tense because I was at that moment where I was like, oh man, should I leak this? Because I don't know how Smokey would react to this, because I just exposed some information that was very, very awful. It was like very crucial to a reputation, and I'm a person that I don't like ruin people's images unless they were truly awful people. And I know Smokey, she's honestly trying to get better, and she was manipulated. She'd been through with a lot of bad people, and I didn't know if I wanted to do that. But then I thought to myself, I don't make exceptions with people. No matter if I respect them or if I see them as a friend, I have to do my duty, and I have to show the people that you did something awful. And in that live stream, I showed Nico, Vamp, and everyone else of what Smokey said to Luna. I didn't say in a way that say, hey guys, Smokey actually said this. No, I asked first Smokey if this was true. I just wanted to verify this, and she admitted it, and then I had to share the screenshots with Nico. And even if she lied, I would still show Nico the screenshots either way. But I'm glad that she admitted it, that she owned up to it, but still, it really hurt. It really hurt me. And what followed after was that literally like a few comments ago, or a few comments after my my spillage of the tea, Vamp was very shocked, and I feel sorry because this feels like very like this feels like a very left field to take, because could you imagine how would you feel if like someone was exposed for doing something? Of course it would be shocked, but Bam, she knew Smokey for a while, and now that she heard this, she must be shocked, scared, disturbed. I don't know. It's disturbing to see this. And I'm sorry, Vamp, that I shocked you like this. I should have given people a heads up, but I had to bring it up eventually. I could have honestly just did this on Discord with Smokey, but I rather do it publicly and so people can see it as well, instead of me just doing it privately. And I didn't know if Smokey was gonna delete the messages or whatever, but I just didn't want to do this alone. And there were some of my people that I see as friends. They were making live streams. They seem happy, and I honestly didn't want to talk because obviously one thing, my mother isn't aware that I have actual like friends online, and also two, I didn't want to bring the mood down because of how I feel, and I would feel like I would feel awful if I just come into the stream and say, "Hey guys, I'm feeling a bit down," and I'm sure they're kind people and they would comfort me, but I didn't want to bring the mood down, and I didn't want to do that to them, so I just kept it to myself. I remained strong about this, but I was just very sad about this. And I made the announcement, obviously, and afterwards I could barely sleep that night. I don't know why. Like, I tried calming myself down, listening to music, playing video games, and other stuff, blah blah blah, but I still felt this very burning like steam in my heart, because I think it's because this is the first time in my life that I wanted to help someone so badly. I was sure angered by Smokey, and to an extent I'm a little mad, but now I'm more sad about this because yeah, sure, she did set up Vamp for failure, but at least she admitted to that, and that she apologized to Vamp and to everyone else that she hurt. But when I got this from Luna, it hurt. Okay? It really hurt. And it's like a stab to the chest. Even though Luna didn't hurt me, it's just the fact that I wanted to help someone, and then it's all shattered in my face because of one single information and several screenshots and other things that Luna said. It's depressing, honestly. I didn't know how to react. I try to hold it in, but I'm letting it out now. Men, we're not heartless. If you're heartless, you're not a man. You're not human. You're just a robot. but I feel a lot, okay? Some may think I'm cold in real life, but I feel a lot, okay? I'm just like you. I'm just like everyone else. I'm not perfect. I'm not as good or pure as someone like Jesus. I'm still someone who makes mistakes. I'm still someone who cries sometimes. But this is the biggest emotion that I ever felt about a situation that a person that I didn't even grew up with. I only knew Smokey for like a few weeks, but it still hurt. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah. I just want to say my piece. I just want to express how I feel. And hopefully, at the end of the day, I can move on from this. Vamp could move on from this. Luna could move on from this. Nico can move on from this. Maybe Smokey could move on from this. Everyone else could move on from this. But, yeah. I hope everyone has a better life in the future. And even though, the ones that I sympathize with, I don't sympathize with Juno. She's still a very bad person. The ones that I sympathize in the situation, even though some of you, I am mad at you, I really hope you have a better future ahead of you, because this isn't the end. If you think of ending it all here, you shouldn't. There's more to life than just the internet. And even though you made some threats or whatever, you say bad things about people, there's more life than just the internet. And you can move on to a more beautiful life in real life. And you could find someone or some group to comfort you. I really hope you guys are getting better. But with that being said, I'm gonna start showing the evidence. This is the start of the situation. This is Smokey or Raven, but they usually go by Loco blah blah blah. But she changed her name recently. So here's what I said. Please show me proof of evidence. And she said okay. And then this is the starting screenshot she showed me. So for those who don't know, this is Juno, this is Vamp, and this is Smokey or Raven. And obviously, there's a bit of bickering between Vamp and Juno. And I'm just gonna let these screenshot play out, so you guys can see. You can take a pause if you want, but I'm just gonna stay silent for a bit, but you guys can see it if you wish. Excuse me. Okay, after the screenshots, she said this, and then I said I don't have time to call because I don't want to wake my family, and then I'm saying it was Juno you were saying, and she said yes. Which one of she in the screenshot? That goes by Theo. And then I asked, my question is, why does everybody say you and Juno were the cause of all this? And then she said, because I followed behind her, and if I didn't, she would yell and scream in my face like some kid. I've been with her 3 years, and this is not the first time she did it. Okay, from my understanding, Smokey, you were like 22. I get it that someone yelling at you can be kind of scary, but like, I'm pretty sure you're at an age where you can learn how to not be friends with someone if they're gonna be like this to you for years. And I don't care if they buy you pizza or anything, you need to unfriend them for that. But anyways, moving on. And then I said, alright, I understand the fear of getting yelled at, but why did you give Vamp the false rumor about Neo and Kitty, sorry. Did Juno set you up for that? And then she said yes. And then I asked, why did Juno start this in the first place? And then Smokey said, to be honest, she doesn't care about what people think or feel. And then I said, I see. Did you at least make an apology to Vamp and everyone else in this drama? And then I already showed the screenshots of these, but you guys can take a look at it again if you wish. Feel free to pause it so that she's not lying. And then after this, I said, listen, Raven, I understand that getting yelled at by someone is scary, but you do have to understand that you need to step up for yourself because Juno is a very toxic person. You shouldn't have gave Vamp the false accusation, or at least add the fuel to it, because now she's in a bad situation. I'm glad you apologized to them, but please next time don't be someone's lapdog because they're just being petty. And honestly, I used to have a friend who would be toxic to me, but I left them because I wouldn't do something that's morally wrong. And then I said, you're in your 20s, correct? And then she said, yes. So was Juno. And I said, I'm just an 18-year-old boy, and you guys shouldn't be acting like this. Honestly, I really hope you you don't trick people again, and that just to eventually have them ruined. Please tell me you distance yourself from Juno. I really don't want to upset you because I know people can seek redemption, but please don't make this type of mistake again. I'm hoping for you to get better. Then she said, I understand. Then I said, listen, I'll make sure to include your side of the story. Even though I was disappointed that she did that to Vamp, I'll at least try to help fix things. Sorry. Can't speak. She said, thank you. And then I said, alright, now I wish you good night, and please learn to love your neighbors. Vamp is a nice person. I'm sure you guys were getting great together. Don't ruin the friendship by satisfying someone who is bitter. Thank you. Goodbye. She said good night. And this is some additional information. I can totally see why Smokey was angry at this person, but you can take a look at look at it. I don't want to read it out because I'm pretty disgusted by what that person said to Smokey. But moving on, and they said thank you. I said no problem. And I'll show you what I sent to Nico. So here's the screenshots. Oh yeah, that's the live stream, by the way. But here's the screenshot that I showed. And then this is Luna, by the way. And yeah. And she said that she was an adult. This is the infamous screenshot. Yeah. And I didn't like to hear this because it saddens me. Okay, I'm kind of done looking at this, but you guys can take you can replay the video to see and pause, but I'm done looking at these. Thank you guys for your attention on this. Even though I was really hurt by this and sad, I'm gonna be moving on, and hopefully, for the people that were also negatively affected by this, I hope you guys can move on, because no matter how much the world tries to hurt you, you shouldn't just lay down there in defeat, because there's going to be something that will help lift you up. It may be me, maybe your parents, maybe your friends, or whatever you seek happy in life. There's going to be something that you'll find some joy. Even though you've been you've been struck down really hard, you can move on from it. And I know I can move on from it because I know who and what I can do in the future. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you to Vamp. Thank you to Nico. Thank you to Luna and Smokey for the information and helping me with this drama and helping me understand. But that being said, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a good day. Goodbye.